list and tuple that will be covered in details. Topics to be covered is list and tuple in Python. Myself, Konkon Jana, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. JS Group, it's a joint venture. So, we'll start today. These topics to be covered in this module. This is the module 4. About list, we will learn list, creating a list, unpacking list values, accessing list values, slashing the list, updating the list, deleting values from a list, addition of Python list, multiplication of list in operator, and some list functions we will learn from this module. That is len, max, list, sorted, and the list methods that we learn from these topics, append, extend, and we will learn what is the difference between append and extend method. Count method also in list we learn index, insert, remove, pop, reverse, and also we learn the list comprehensions. About tuple we will learn how to create the tuple. Already it is revisited and discussed in previous lecture. Indexing tuple revised already discussed in previous lecture. Slicing of tuple, unpacking the items of tuples function, len, max, and minimum will be discussed. Operations of title tuples also we will discuss. Okay, so next we'll move on to the next slide. So this is module 4 and this is about list and tuple. Here we'll discuss list which you don't have basic idea already, but you have basic idea about tuple that already I have discussed in previous lecture. So let's start list and tuple, and I am Konkon Jana going to through this lecture. This is part 1 of module 4. List is about the data, its content, different types of values. It may be a list of players, it may be a list of items, grocery items, shirts, or the type of shirt and their prices, whatever be it. So list always refer to the list of a set of objects. List like tuple is a heterogeneous data structure. That means different types of data can be assigned to the list. So let's start this session. Like tuple, a list is also a built-in data structure. Already I have discussed that is available in Python. It contains heterogeneous values. Already I have told you, such as integers. Already I have told you about the price, about the quantity of the grocery items, floats, that is about the price of the grocery items, strings, that is the name of the grocery. Okay, also it may contain some tuples. Also a list can contain a list and dictionaries. However, Python lists are mutable, that means it can be changed, but we know tuple is immutable, it cannot be changed. Already I have discussed about it. So these are the Now, what is the characteristics of the list? These are the characteristics of list. Okay, values are ordered. You can order the value. That means you can sort it out. Okay, list is mutable. That means the value can be changed when it is required. That means updation or modification of the data on the existing address can be done. Okay, a list, next one is a list can hold any number of values. That means heterogeneous properties. You can add in a list, remove and alter the values of the items on the list. Okay, now create a list. Now how to create a list? Creating a list. Okay, let's see how we can create an empty list. Empty list. Empty list. That means when I will going to create the list, no value will be inserted there. So what is the syntax of creating the empty list? That here you need to include the list object, list object name, and no value will be assigned. Okay, no value will be assigned. Third bracket we will use. This bracket will be used. Okay, third brackets will be used. Achha, how to create the tuple? Which bracket will be used? Tuple. For tuple creation, tuple will use the first bracket. For creation of tuple, we will use first bracket. So this is the syntax of creating an empty list. List 1 is the name of the object, suppose, and this is the empty list already I have created. So you need to use third bracket, or you can say this is only bracket to declare or create list. Now test whether it is list or not. Just already I have write you the syntax of tuple. First brackets will be used. Now test it in code. First I create a list. The name of the list is list 1 and this is of type list. This is empty list. Okay, so list is created. Is it the list? So I need to test its type. Type is the function that can be used to test any object type. Okay, so what is the class or what is the type of this list? It's a list. List on object, so it's a list. Okay, so this is a list already have show you. Now can you remember how to create a tuple in code? Can you remember that one? Suppose T1 is the tuple. This is the syntax of using tuple. Okay, now test whether it is a tuple or not. Whether it is a tuple or not. So how we can test it? Include the or pass the arguments. So it's a tuple. So there is no doubt about the using the about this syntax already I have used. Here only difference we might notice that to create tuple we use first bracket. To create tuple we use first bracket, and to create list we use third bracket. So this is clear. Now create a list with values. I have created the list with some without any values. Now create the list with values. So what is the syntax of creating list with values? List 1 equals to the values will be there. Values 2 and so on. Okay, and so on. So values are string. Values basically, what is the meaning of values there? Values are string, or it is values are string or integer or any number of data type. Okay, any type of data you can use. Okay, now just giving an example with the code. I have created list 1. Now I have include the assign the value. This is the string value, this is integer type of value, and this is float type of value. Okay, so list create with values. List create with values. Okay, clear? Now so list 1 contain all this type of values. Okay, list 1. So this all of the values contained on this list. I have used double bracket in tuple. You can use to include a string using this double bracket, or using single bracket. Similarly, you can use single bracket here also. Okay, and same data I have inputted. So this is also a valid syntax to include the string. Okay, now unpacking the values of list. Unpack means you need to display the value, you need to use the value as per your requirement. Okay, this is list unpack. Okay, that means assign values to variables list using operator. Okay, using operator. Which operator? Assignment, using assignment operator. Using assignment operator. Okay, how it can be unpacked? Okay, what is the syntax of using it? Var1, var2, these all are the variables with different type of name. And it's the var in. Suppose now you can assign the value of the list, any type of value will be there. Okay, and value n. Okay, so this is a list of variables, those assigned with the list of values, that are written within third brackets. So let's try to understand using code. Okay, how to use it? Using the code. Suppose A is the variable, B is the variable, C is the variable. I like to unpack it and I like to assign some values with this within this variable. Okay, same value I like to insert. Do not need to sometime. Okay, so this is the procedure of assigning the value for unpacking. Okay, by which we can create a list. Now, how we can access the member of the list? How we can access the member of the list? Okay, list create. Already I have completed. List access. How to access the member of the list? Okay. Now the syntax is list object name and within third bracket index value we need to mention. Index value we need to mention. Okay, so for normal list, this is for normal list. Okay, and here variable for the unpacked list you can use. Okay, now try with code to understand. What will be happen. What is the syntax of accessing the list? Okay, and now simply list 1 contains this value. Now I have input the index value there. Okay, this is list normal list. 0 is the index value. Okay, 0 is the index value. So in this position, the value is kn. Okay, this is the string type of value. Okay, now for unpacked list, here A, B, C are the unpacked list. Simply we need to mention the variable name. Okay, so this is the unpacked list. For unpacked list, we not need to mention the index value. A similar way, In this similar way, we can use negative index value also to access members in a list. How the negative value will be accessed? Before that, just I am giving the example how the negative value will be accessed. Suppose my list name is this, okay, and this is the integer value, this is the float value, okay. So positive index, what are the positive index value? Positive index value, okay, what are the positive index value basically? These are positive index value. This is 0, this is 1, and this is sorry, this is 2, okay. And negative, corresponding negative index value, I am writing it from right side, that will be -1. Clear? That is -2, okay, and this one is -3. Clear? So this is about the negative index value, okay. So try in our code. List 1 and the index value is 0, so that will be KN KN. Now similarly test with negative index value. If it is -3, then also that will be KN KN is string value, okay. Well, you can just test for another one, okay. Index value is 2, that is 60.5, so that will be in index, negative index -1, so that, sorry, list 1, name of the list object was 1, capital L, that's why I have made some mistake, okay. 60.5. So we have created list and we have access members of the list. Now we'll go for another operation in list. These are about the slicing of the list, update of the list, list addition, list multiplication, item delete from the list, and we will use in operator. In the next lecture, I will complete all these things. Thank you for watching.